Hello students, I am going to explain the type of three address statement or instructions. There are different types of instructions in the programming language, and every instructions is represented into the three address code. And this code is similar to the assembly level language, and users can easily optimize the code with the help of three address statement or instructions. So one type of the three address statement is the data transfer instructions. Uh, this instruction like the A is equal to B, and here the value of B is assigned to the A. This statement is also called the copied statement or assignment instruction. The second one is arithmetic instructions. These instructions used to performing arithmetic operations such as addition, multiplication, division, and negation. So for the three address code, suppose we have A is equal to B operand C. So this instruction is the in the form of three address code, and here B is the first operand, C is the second operand, and this OP represent the binary operator, and here A has the address of the result, and here OP means it can be addition, subtraction, multiplication, or negation. So this three address code represent the arithmetic instruction. Now in the arithmetic operation, it can also include the unary operator, an operator that process a single operand, like A is equal to OPB. Here B represent the operand address, and U is the unary operator, and here A address of the result. Like A is equal to unary minus B. So here, if I use the single operator here, then we can say this is the unary operator. So in the arithmetic operation, there are two types of instruction. We have operator working as a binary operator, and here operator as the unary operator. So another type of instruction is logical instruction. These instruction can perform logical operations or Boolean operations such as AND, OR, and NOT. And OR are binary operations. Not like operations are unary operations. So here you can see A is equal to B, OPC. So here B is the first operand, C is the second operand, and A has the result of the address, result address. So and here OP means here OP work as a logical instruction. So here we can use the AND, OR, and not like operations are unary operations. So you know we can write like the A is equal to not B, A is equal to not C. So here not like the operation as a unary operations. This is the three address representation of logical instructions. So next is control transfer instructions. Instruction used for branching, looping are known as control transfer instructions. These instructions can be classified as unconditional control transfer and conditional control transfer instructions. So in the looping, for loop, or in the branching, we have another type of instructions like if else, and you can see here these instructions can be classified as unconditional transfer and conditional transfer instructions. So in the unconditional transfer instructions, the three address representation of the unconditional transfer control transfer instructions is go to L. Here there is not any condition, and go to L means, here go to means jump and L means label. So L is the label of the 3 address code, 3 address instructions where control transferred. So this comes under the unconditional control transfer instructions. And procedure call can also be considered as an unconditional control transfer instructions. The 3 address instructions for the procedure call: procedure 1, argument 1, argument 2, argument 3, dash dash, argument n. So here call is the instruction, procedure 1 is the procedure name. Procedure 1 means this is the function, and here we passing the various parameters, many parameters into the function. So these are the parameters, and when we write the 3 address code for this procedure, then we write here ARG represent the argument. So this is the instruction, we have to write the ARG, and this is the argument 1. This argument 1 may be X, and so we have to write the X here. So here we have AR1, and next is argument AR2, and third instruction is ARG AR3 dash dash ARG ARN. Here ARG represent the argument in short form, and we have to write the call as an instruction, and procedure 1 is the procedure name, and n means here number of parameter. Suppose here we have number of parameter is 5, then we write here 5. So this is the 3 address code for the procedure. Now the 3 address representation for a return statement is of the form return XP. XP means here expression. So this is the 3 address code for the return statement. So both procedure and go to comes under the unconditional instructions. Now next is conditional control transfer instructions. The 3 address representation of the conditional control transfer instruction is given as if A, here ROP means relational operator, B go to L. So this is the conditional control transfer instruction. If this condition is satisfied, then our control transfer to the label capital L. Here A and B are the operands, and it involves the relational operators, like here relational operator may be greater than, less than, greater than is equal to, less than is equal to, and not is equal to. And L represent the label of the 3 address instructions where the control has to be transferred. And the other type of instruction is indexed assignment statement. So the 3 address code for index assignment statement is of the form. So index A is equal to BI. This is the array representation, and here BI means I represent the index B0, B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, and this is the index type of instructions. So this is the, we can write here A is equal to BI, or A subscript I is equal to B. So this is also a form of 3 address code. Address and pointer assignments: A is equal to %B and A is equal to pointer B. So here the address of B assigned to the A, and here pointer point to the address of the B. So here this is also a 3 address code, and this is the 3 address instruction for the address and pointer assignments. Next one is translation of assignment statements. So every types of, it may be assignment statement, it may be conditional statement, unconditional, or procedural statement, or array statement. So every type of syntax is transferred into the 3 address code, and for converting the 3 address code, we have SDT for every type of programming construct. So you have seen the assignment statement. So we have, suppose we have assignment statement. So how this assignment statement will convert into the 3 address code? So first of all, we have the SDT for the assignment statement. So now SDT means grammar plus semantic rule. So now you can see here, S derive ID is equal to E. This is the grammar. And the semantic rule is equal to P is equal to lookup ID dot name. If P not is equal to nil, then emit P is equal to E dot place. Here emit is the function. Else error. Second grammar is E derive E1 plus E2. E dot place is equal to new time. Emit E dot place is equal to E1 dot place plus E2 dot place. E derive E1 star E2. E dot place is equal to new time. Emit E dot place is equal to E1 dot place star E2 dot place. Next is E derive minus E1. E dot place is equal to new time. Emit E dot place is equal to minus E1 dot place. E derive left parenthesis E1 right parenthesis E dot place is equal to E1 dot place, and E derive ID is equal to E derive ID. The semantic rule for this production is P derive lookup ID dot name, and if P not is equal to nil, then E dot place is equal to P else error. So this is the grammar for the converting the assignment statement into the intermediate code, 3 address code, and this is the corresponding semantic rules. So now we take the example. Suppose we have capital X is equal to M plus N star Q plus R, and suppose this is the assignment statement, and we have to convert into the 3 address code. So first step is we have to make the parse tree according to the given grammar. With the help of this CFG, we have to make the parse tree, annotated parse tree, and then we traverse, we find the dependency, and according to the dependency, we evaluate the expression. So now here, this is the parse tree. The expression is capital X is equal to M plus N multiply Q plus R. So you can see here, S derive ID is equal to E, and here S is the start symbol, and E derive E star E, and E derive left parenthesis E right parenthesis, and E derive E plus E, and E derive ID here, E derive ID, and here E derive left parenthesis capital E right parenthesis, and E derive E plus E, E derive ID, E derive ID. So here this ID is this is the Lex value, this is the Lex value M, capital M. First ID is capital M, you can see here M, and here this is the X. This ID represent the X, and is equal to, and M, capital M, and then plus, then capital N, then star, then capital Q here, then plus, and then capital R. So we have construct the annotated parse tree for the X is equal to M plus N multiply Q plus R. Now, and we have also associate the attributes with the node. Here E dot place, E dot place, E dot place, E dot place. So here attribute name is place. And this is the first step. And second step is we have to evaluate this expression. So now you can apply the here bottom up technique. So here you can see ID reduced with E. So when ID reduced with E, when we find the reduction, then we go to the semantic rules and perform the action. So here you can see at the, so here first reduction is ID reduced with capital E. So when ID reduced with capital E, then you can see P is equal to lookup ID dot name. So ID dot name is capital M if P not is equal to nil. So here P not is equal to nil and ID dot name is capital M. Then E dot place is equal to P. So here E dot place. So E dot place is equal to capital M. And next, the second reduction is here ID reduced with capital E. So similarly as the previous, we have to apply the, when we here I have find the reduction, then we go to the semantic rule and perform the action. So according to this semantic rule, we have again P not is equal to nil, and then E dot place is equal to P. P means here capital M assigned into the E dot place. So again here you can see E dot place has capital N, and when we go up, then we find here E plus E reduced with the capital E. Then you go to the production E1 plus E2. Here we are using E1 U2 for the differentiate between the E and E1. So but here E derived, actual production is E derived E plus E. So here when we find the reduction, E plus E reduced with the capital E, then E dot place is equal to new temp. So what is the meaning of the new temp? Here we have to create the new temporary variable. So and this new temporary variable assigned into the E dot place. So here you can see I have created the new temporary variable, and this new temporary variable is T1, and T1 E dot place is equal to T1. This temporary variable created because of the semantic rule. And what next line says? Next line says here image E dot place is equal to E1 dot place plus E2 dot place. Means here E1 dot place has capital M and E2 dot place has capital N, and E dot place has T1 new temporary variable, and all this emit. So here we will get T1 is equal to M plus N. So at this node we will get T1 is equal to M plus N. Now you go up and you find left parenthesis capital E, right parenthesis reduced with the capital E. Then you go to the production. So here left parenthesis capital E1 and right parenthesis it reduced with the E. When we find the reduction, go to the semantic rule. So here semantic rule is E dot place is equal to E1 dot place, means this E1 dot place assigned to the E dot place. And what is the E1 dot place? We have E1 dot place is equal to T1 is equal to M plus N. So T1 is equal to M plus N assigned to the E dot place. So here we have E dot place has T1 is equal to M plus N. Now you go ahead and you find here again you see we have reduction ID reduced with the E. When ID reduced with the E, then again we have as a previous note, here E dot place is equal to Q, and here again this ID reduced with the E, then these are at the E dot place. So here E dot place is equal to Q and E dot place is equal to R. Here ID reduced with E, then we go to the production and we check the corresponding semantic rule. Then we find here E dot place is equal to Q and E dot place is equal to R. Again, when you go up, then you can see E plus E reduced with the capital E. Then as previous, similarly you have to apply here, and we get E dot place is equal to new temporary variable T2. Here I have already generated the T1, so here I will generate the next temporary variable T2, and T2 is equal to Q plus R. Then when you go up, again you can find here E dot place left parenthesis E and right parenthesis. This will assign to the E dot place, and here T2 is equal to Q plus R. This T2 is equal to Q plus R assigned to the E dot place. When you go up, then you can see here E star E, this reduced by the capital E. So E star E reduced by the capital E. So you go to the corresponding semantic rule. E dot place is equal to new temp. Here I have already generated T1 and T2. So here T3. So T3 assigned to the E dot place, and here emit E dot place is equal to E1 dot place star E2 dot place. So T3 is equal to E1 dot place star E2 dot place. And what is E1 dot place? So E1 dot place has T1 is equal to M plus N, and E2 dot place has T2 is equal to Q plus R. So E1 has T1 and E2 has T2. So now here T3 is equal to T1 plus T2. Now when you go up, then you find here ID is equal to E. This reduced with the capital S. So ID is equal to E. This reduced with the capital S. You go to the semantic rule. So P is equal to lookup ID dot name. So what is the ID dot name here? So here ID dot name is capital X. And this capital X, so if P not is equal to nil, then emit P is equal to E dot place. So P is equal to E dot place. So what is the E dot place here? So E dot place has T3. So this T3 assigned to the X. So now you can see at the root node we get X is equal to T3. So all these M plus N star Q plus R, all these assigned to the X. So this is the assignment statement, and now here we get the 3 address code for the X is equal to M plus N star Q plus R, and this all these expression assigned to the capital X. So similarly we have to transfer the intermediate code for every types of construct in the programming language. So here the P returns the entry for the ID.name in the symbol table. The emit function is used for appending the 3 address code to the output file. Otherwise, it will report error. So here emit function used in the semantic rule for appending the code. The new temp is a function used to generate new temporary variables. E dot place holds the value of E. So now here I have completed the how can we transfer the assignment statement using the SDT. Thank you so much.